Girl, cover my mouth.
All we're doing is detaining you right this second, okay? Done.
That's a physical thing. I'm walking on a public sidewalk reporting you during the course of your duties.
But if he don't leave, he's going with you. He'll get there out on the other side.
No,
like if you look at the disorderly conduct statute, I mean, does this guy fit the statute?
These were multiple times when corrupt cops get caught red-handed. Starting with the case of the largest lawsuit ever filed against cops. On June 19, 2022, officers from the New Haven Police Department in Connecticut responded to a weapons complaint at a local block party celebrating Juneteenth. The officers identified 36-year-old Richard Randy Cox as a suspect and confronted him. The situation quickly escalated, and Cox was arrested on suspicion of possessing a firearm, breach of peace in the second degree, and carrying a pistol without a permit. Upon entering the transport vehicle, Cox was placed in handcuffs, but as per the department's policy at the time, no seatbelts or additional safety restraints were used. This situation, though compliant with departmental guidelines, has sparked debate regarding the constitutional implications of not securing prisoners during transport, especially for pre-trial detainees.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive the other way.
All right.
Look at this. Oh my gosh. It has to be.
It has to be. 100%.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
That's exactly it.
What's up, buddy? Hey, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you for a second?
Whatever, quick. What's up? Whatever, quick.
Just hold up, bro, okay?
All right, what's up?
Is there anything on you?
Anything on you?
My phone, what? I'm on the phone with the girl. Cover my mouth.
All we're doing is detaining you right this second, okay? Done. Done. Sarge, 75!
Let's put on a glove.
Are you a permit holder? Nerd. Don't move.
In my car.
Yep. You got anything else on you? You got gloves on? What's your name? Hey, what's your name? What is your name?
Yes, yo. Tell her call my sister, please.
He said, please call. He said, call his sister, please. She said she coming.
All right. Hey, all right. I walked off and my mother called me. You heard? Literally, I don't know. I didn't argue with nobody. And Liz was with me. Liz with my mother. They was with me.
Sir, I need to ask you if you have.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sir.
Yo.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
do you have a permit? All right, hop in. He's good.
We'll enjoy the rest of the party.
All right.
We'll do everything else at PD7.
I try to get my life in. Little big ass, big ass, white girl.
Carl, this is we'll turn around, we'll go out, let them.
I'll meet you. Diaz with the 17, he's good. Yeah?
According to Supreme Court rulings, when the state takes a person into custody, it assumes responsibility for their safety. At approximately 8:30 p.m., Officer Diaz arrived with the transport wagon, which was not outfitted with seatbelts, and began the journey to the detention center. However, things took a drastic turn when Diaz slammed on the brakes to avoid an approaching vehicle. Cox, visibly in distress, was left struggling to communicate. When Diaz eventually realized Cox's condition, he contacted dispatch for an ambulance. But rather than immediately stopping to provide help, Diaz continued his drive toward the detention center. During this period, Cox repeatedly stated he could not move and was in excruciating pain. Yet Diaz, seemingly indifferent to his condition, continued to drive, putting Cox's health and well-being at further risk. Even when the ambulance arrived, Cox was dragged out of the vehicle without any precaution for a potential spinal injury.
Yeah.
We're just gonna leave those cuffs
That's
on.
fine.
And then he's gonna tell me to detention to hold on to him.
All right, I gotta go down to one
Or,
anyway.
I mean, you can go down to one anyways and grab him.
Yeah, because I just gotta. I'm gonna log in.
But there's no point to us trying to change him now. He knows he's going
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Can you
the gang
please?
place. How he like it?
What's up, buddy?
I know how he like it.
Hey, what's up?
No, you're gonna go that way with him.
I don't care.
Okay.
I know what he likes already.
Oh, okay.
I watch it.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, baby. All right, come on. That way he's going
I would just double lock.
That way he's in the back there. Yeah.
because it just happened quick.
It burns, yeah.
Just don't like this way they don't move on you.
Sorry to hear that. Hey.
Hold on, he's just
want to loosen
No,
up.
he's loosening them.
Yo,
He's loosening
it's
them for
tight.
you.
How you listen?
He's doing it right now. Look, buddy.
How does that feel? You want a little bit more looser than that?
A little bit. We're trying to
Are you
help you.
being serious? Or you?
Yeah, no, we're helping you. We're trying to help
No, it feels the same, bro.
you. Okay, all right.
What about now?
Why the
As long as you can
I'm
move
not
it in
gonna play
there.
with you. Listen.
All right, my man. Step in there.
All right.
All right, step right in there.
Got it?
One leg at a time.
One leg
Yeah,
at a
watch
time.
your head.
Watch your head, all right?
Yo. That's right.
That's the stuff?
Yeah, that's his stuff, Harp?
Yep.
That's his stuff, his wallet, keys and stuff? Harp! Yeah, that's his. That's his stuff, his wallet, keys and stuff?
Yep.
Harp!
Are you all right? Yeah, car went right in front of us and we almost got hit, bro. What's going on? I can't hear you. What's going on? What's going on? Huh? You what? You felt? All right, hold on. I'll help you out. Just give me a second, all right? You can't what? All right, I'll get you an ambulance when we get there, okay?
No.
What do you mean no? I'm not gonna open the door now, so you know that, all right?
Let go. So cold now. I can't move. I'm on my feet.
I can see you on the camera. You're on the side. Get up.
Brother, I can't. I really can't move. I can't move.
How can you? All right, hold on. Let me stop somewhere. Hold on. What happened? What? You fell. What happened? Can you move at all?
I can't move.
Well, how your leg is all the way up there?
Understand me. Listen, brother.
All right, I can't move you, so I have to hold on. I'm gonna have to go get an ambulance.
Listen, no.
Huh?
Yes, but understand.
Go ahead.
I fall. I cannot move my arms.
All right, do not move. I can see moving your arm.
No.
Okay.
Look at my hand.
All right, hold on.
Oh. Look my hand.
Hold on, I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Oh.
171.
171.
Can you start a signal 1? The subject in the van, he said he fell inside the van and he can't move. So I'm on my way to detention right now. So please, can you start me signal 1 over there? I got an ambulance coming. Do not move. Don't do anything.
Just a little bit.
I got it. I understand. I already called you for an ambulance, okay? Try not to move. I'm gonna go nice and easy. The ambulance on his way. You were standing up when you fell? I'm asking you, you were standing up in the back when you fell? Huh? Listen, I got an ambulance coming for you, all right? Just give me 1 second. I'm taking you there right now. I'm half a block away. All right, we made it. We made it here. We'll get you out of it in 2 seconds. I'm coming.
A decision that could have aggravated his condition. The officer's failure to adhere to this standard potentially worsened Cox's injuries. Instead of waiting for paramedics to address Cox's condition, the officers proceeded to drag him from the transport wagon and place him into a wheelchair, further exacerbating his injuries. This reckless disregard for Cox's safety and well-being led to serious consequences.
I'm coming. All right, I go for an ambulance. When on the way here, somebody crossed me over, so I stopped in the brake, but I don't know. He said he fell inside the van, and he's all, I opened the door and checked. I was talking to him, and he said he can't move. So if he really fell, and we're not even moving until the ambulance gets here, we could just in case.
Cox, either we can move you, or you can wait till AMR moves you.
I cannot move. I guess I cannot move.
Okay, do you want us to help you?
There's no thing on my leg. Listen.
What happened?
If I can't stay my leg, I cannot move.
Yeah, no.
I cannot move. I'm on my leg.
Just be careful. He was kicking the door and everything else before.
All right, ready?
Try to stretch that leg first.
You see his leg?
You see that leg to the wall? Exactly.
Stretch out, Cox. Stretch your arm out.
Put your arm out.
Put your arm out. You don't have cuffs anymore. Take them out from behind your back. There we go. Now move your leg down.
Move your leg.
Just roll it over to the side.
Listen, bro.
Sit up.
I can't move.
You're not even trying.
Tell him back. I get it.
Listen.
I'm not even joking. You gotta get over by the shoulder.
Look.
All right.
Turn your body.
If you hurt me more.
No, I'm trying to turn your body.
Turn your body. You're not listening.
You're not even trying.
There we go. Turn your body. See?
Oh, hold on. That's
Okay, now stretch out.
Come on, or we're gonna pull you out.
Slide down, my man.
Oh, gee.
Yo, slide down so you can get out of here.
Look. If you gotta drag me, we'll start over.
All right.
Yep.
I look all right.
What's the hand?
All right.
All right, now, almost there. You're almost there. You gotta get your shoulders out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stand up. There we go. All right.
Get up.
How you making up? Ready? Actually, don't go.
Get the
Yeah, we ain't.
wheelchair.
What's going on, man? What's going on? Huh?
You ain't cracking. You just drank too much. No, you drank too much.
Okay.
Sit up.
We ain't gonna kick that way.
Yeah, no, we get the chair.
Yeah, we're gonna try to be easy. Today, Sunday.
Listen, he was fine walking.
Yeah.
All right. Just, like I said, he was kicking that door, no problems.
Hold the tack door. Hold the tack door. Hold on. Ready? 1, 2.
I can't feel it.
Sit up.
Oh my God, yo.
Yeah, sit up. You're doing extra. Sit up. Sit up. What else did you have? Did you have any drugs and alcohol?
Listen, no, I was fine.
You're not fine. How much? Okay. How much did you have to drink? Huh?
I asked my mother, I was fine.
I'm asking. Okay, but we're asking you now. We need to write that down for AMR purposes. Did you have a lot to drink? Any drugs?
No.
You feel like harming yourself?
No.
Okay. Any medical conditions we need to know about?
Alright, can you
All right.
check this pocket over here?
Okay, look. Yes. Come on, you look right. I can go around it. Good.
Put your hands out.
Put your hands in front.
No cash.
Don't move your head, gotta take off your earrings.
Neck hurt. I don't want you dead. You can't step over.
Don't move your head.
Well, you're sitting all awkward. Even if something hurts, sit upright.
If I could, I would.
So, don't want to
Yeah, I mean, just to check them out, you know.
Again, probably because you're sitting there. Now, until you get any mark here, sit up. You can put them in the holding tank.
Okay.
We're gonna have you sit in the holding
Cox,
tank
pick-
until AMR gets here.
You gotta pick up your feet.
Pick up your feet.
You gotta pick up your feet.
I'm trying now. I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Ow.
Hold on a second.
Oh my God, yo. My neck cut. I can't.
No, Pops, let down. Don't work too hard. Not working too hard.
I can't read.
No, we don't want situation. Don't worry about it. Is that alright? Just grab it alright. There you go. Oh, sit up over here. Push it back.
Hey. Can you put it?
Whatever.
As it was later revealed that Cox had suffered significant harm from the incident. In the aftermath, Officer Diaz faced intense scrutiny for his actions during the transport. He was accused of violating both the New Haven Police Department's procedures and the constitutional rights of Richard Randy Cox. Diaz's actions potentially amounted to deliberate indifference to a serious medical condition, which could lead to charges of misconduct and reckless endangerment. Under Connecticut law, reckless endangerment in the second degree occurs when a person engages in conduct that creates a risk of physical injury to another, and Diaz's actions certainly seem to meet this threshold. However, in this next case, cop instantly loses it and immediately gets sued. On the evening of August 22, 2023, Mr. England, the owner of the Sacramento Community Watch YouTube channel, was walking through downtown Reno, Nevada, when he stumbled upon a police investigation involving officers with the Reno Police Department, specifically Officer Goat and Officer Hoy. As Mr. England approached the scene, he greeted the officers and started asking questions. Officer Hoy, however, quickly ordered him to step away from the police vehicle. Mr. England calmly explained that he was filming for safety purposes, which is within his First Amendment rights. He stood on the public sidewalk, maintaining his distance, but Officer Hoy escalated the situation by accusing him of interfering with the investigation and demanding that he step away. When Mr. England refused, citing that filming in public spaces is his legal right, Officer Hoy placed him in handcuffs and abruptly stopped his live stream. The situation quickly unraveled as Mr. England expressed disbelief at being detained. "This is a horrible mistake," he exclaimed while being restrained, emphasizing that no crime scene tape was up and that people were freely walking around the sidewalk.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Sacramento Community Watch. We are in the city of Reno, Nevada, right off of West 2nd Street and North Virginia Street. Looks like we have Reno PD, multiple vehicles. Of course, we're gonna walk up and see what's going on. First vehicle on the scene, 171 210-371. Vehicle's going to be occupied 1. Hello, how's it going, Gaudier? Pretty good, man. What's going on out here? It's going to be additional vehicle 072-200-272. It's going to also be occupied 1 time. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, what's going on out here? Nothing? Excuse me? Step away from your vehicle. Okay, this is our vehicle actually. The city's vehicle. Okay? Also, when you're dealing with public, I'm recording for my safety as well as yours. This is Officer Hoyt with the Reno PD. How you doing?
Something I can help you with?
No, you jumped out your vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't.
Why are you interfering with our investigation?
Interfering? That's a physical thing. I'm walking on a public sidewalk recording you during the course of your duties. What are you talking about?
Why don't you place your hands behind your back?
Recording for my safety.
Charles 354. I don't want in front of Nevada.
This is
Can I help you with,
Officer
sir?
Hoyt with the Reno PD. How you doing?
There's something I can help you with?
No, you jumped out your vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't.
Why are you interfering with our investigation?
Interfering?
Yeah.
That's a physical thing. I'm walking on a public sidewalk recording you
Is there something I can
during
help
the
you
course of your duties. What are you talking about?
Why don't you place your hands behind your back?
Okay. It's live streaming too, by the way. So this is the worst mistake you could ever make. I'm conducting a First Amendment protected activity on a public sidewalk. This is not a crime scene. You don't have crime scene paper. This is your mistake. And I want to see your watch number too as well. So you might as well roll your lieutenant out. Thank you, sir. That was a horrible mistake. Why would you do that? I'm recording on a public sidewalk. There's no tape up, and there's other people walking on the sidewalk. Why would you do this? I need to speak to your lieutenant, please.
Doesn't work like that.
I am live.
Do you have anything in your pockets that can poke me, hurt me, or stick me?
I don't condone any searches or seizures.
I didn't ask you if you condoned any
in my pocket
searches or
that's gonna
seizures.
poke or stick me. This is a horrible mistake, dude. Horrible. Horrible. So now the officer's checking me.
Who are you talking to?
My live stream.
I stopped it.
Why would you stop you stopped my live stream? Wow.
Take a seat.
Throughout the encounter, Mr. England continued to argue that he was not obstructing any investigation and was simply documenting what was happening in a public space. Under Nevada law, citizens have the right to record police activities in public places. Nevada Revised Statutes, NRS. Section 171.112 states that a person not under arrest has the right to film law enforcement officers in action, provided they are not obstructing the investigation. Moreover, the First Amendment protects the right to record public officials, as confirmed in various legal precedents, including the 1995 Fordyce v. Seattle case, which held that filming police officers in public spaces is a constitutionally protected activity. This right is not absolute, however, and is subject to reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions, as affirmed in the 2024 DiCastro v. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police case. Despite these clear legal protections, Officer Hoy accused Mr. England of obstructing justice under Nevada's NRS 197.280, which makes it illegal to hinder or delay a public officer in discharging their duties.
Take a seat right here.
I can't believe you. I don't want to sit down.
I told you to sit down.
I don't have to sit down, though.
I told you to sit down.
Why would I have to sit down?
Now you're under arrest.
How
Get
am
back
I
in my
under
car.
arrest? Gaudier, get this guy under control, please. You know what I was I was recording him while he was in his car. That's nothing. That's not against the law. You should know that. I've already talked to your sergeant.
Actually, sit back up. I've already
talked to your sergeant.
That's cool. See you under here.
There will be litigation.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah. Good for the city. Because you're wasting tax dollars. Stopping the First Amendment activity.
Explain all that to the judge.
Okay.
Or to your YouTube followers or whatever you want. I don't care. I hope it's worth the YouTube likes.
Yeah, I hope it's worth your
Scott, will you grab that?
And I'd like to speak to your sergeant as well, please.
Cool. You can speak to him when you get out of jail. You can call him.
I'm just getting off work. There's nothing in there. And I have to go to work tomorrow. Just be aware of that.
Yeah, I don't really care about that.
You don't really care about that? Your body camera rolling?
Yeah. See how it's red and blinking?
Wow, boy. And I have two pins on my chest. Writing pins.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that.
Oh, no problem.
Want to separate your feet for me?
Okay. Three pins.
Go ahead and take a seat, sir.
All right.
You can spill this on the floorboard for me. Bunch of loose coins. Here, let me get a little bag. Thanks, dude. Good? Yeah. Alright, sir, what's your last name?
England.
England?
Yeah. What am I being charged with?
Obstructing or resisting a peace officer. How do you spell England?
How did I obstruct? What did I obstruct?
Is it spelled like the country?
Yeah. How did I obstruct though? There's no crime scene tape. There's people walking on the sidewalk all around.
What's your first name?
I'm confused by that. Can I speak to your sergeant?
No. What's your date of birth? What's your social?
I didn't even do anything wrong.
What city were you born in?
I did not break the law at all whatsoever. I record you guys all the time.
I don't mind you recording me. As a matter of fact, I think I remember. Were you over when we found the stolen car over on Wells?
No. Stolen cars. No.
I don't mind you recording us. It's when you're in my window when I'm trying to have a private conversation with someone on the phone, and you won't step away after I told you multiple times to walk away. And then when I try and tell you to sit on the curb and I try and detain you peacefully, and then you refuse to follow my commands, that's why you're under arrest.
Arrested though.
Hey, what's up? No, I'm good.
Nothing. I did nothing wrong. In fact, I approached you peacefully and respectfully.
No, you're good. What gentleman? Yes, ma'am. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, wait. Can we just start over? If you ask the audience, I've recorded him, and he's very cordial with it.
Yeah, I have no problem with you recording. But just like if you were the press and you came with the camera, I'd have no problem with that. But just like the press, I told you, hey, you need to step back. I can't have you in my face right at my window when I'm trying to have a private conversation. You understand that?
Right.
So I asked you several times to step away, and you said no.
I was wanting to ask you questions.
No, I said, is there something I can help you with? And you said no. Oh, this is actually my car. Blah blah blah.
Officer Hoy specifically cited Mr. England's refusal to move away from the police vehicle and sit down after being handcuffed as obstruction. As Mr. England was processed, he continued to protest the arrest, asserting that he was simply exercising his right to document the scene. He also expressed a desire to speak to a supervisor and claimed that his detainment was a violation of his rights. The officer's response was dismissive, asserting that Mr. England could discuss the matter further once he was out of jail. In the days following the arrest, Mr. England filed a lawsuit against Officer Hoy and the Reno Police Department for violating his First Amendment rights. But wait for this next case where insane cop arrests entire family over a speeding ticket. On April 6th, 2024, a woman was riding her motorcycle home with her fiancé, Sean Bourne, following behind. When Bourne stopped at a store and did not reappear, she grew concerned, thinking he might have been involved in an accident. Without being able to reach him due to poor cell service, she turned around to retrace her steps. In her urgency, she was speeding when she was pulled over by Deputy John Griffith of the Franklin County Sheriff's Office for going 91 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. The body camera footage from Deputy Griffith's interaction with her reveals a tense and confusing exchange. She explained that she was trying to find her fiancé, but Griffith remained focused on the violation, demanding her license, registration, and insurance. none of which she had on hand, as they were in her fiancé's truck. The situation took a dramatic turn when Griffith decided to detain her, and after some confusion about the ownership of the bike, he informed her that he would be towing it. As things escalated, Sean Bourne arrived at the scene, still concerned about his fiancée. However, when he attempted to intervene and retrieve the keys for the truck, Griffith accused him of obstructing his duties and placed him under arrest for interfering with governmental operations.
I'm gonna be as nice as I can be. If I tell you to leave one more time, I'm gonna arrest you.
I am not on scene.
You are. You're on my traffic stop. Get in and...
Can you listen to me for a second?
Nope, we're done.
So now
we're
I'm
done.
going to be arrested?
Absolutely.
For what?
For interfering with governmental operations.
Okay, so I'm asking you if I can get her wallet, at least get my card. He's arresting me now, Dad.
You're causing safety concerns for me on my traffic stop.
I can see you're shaking and you're pissed off. I've been nice and polite and asked you and tried to talk to you.
I've asked you to leave twice.
I sat there and me and my father both talked to you, and you sat there, oh, I don't do speeding tickets, I do this, I'm honorable, I do this and that, and I'm sorry, but this is not any of that.
91 and a 55.
I understand that.
Have a seat right here in the grass.
There you go.
On your butt, feet up front of you. Hey, dispatch. Show me 1015 with one male as well. He's causing safety issues for me. I've asked him to leave multiple times.
You can give me
don't matter.
A few minutes, I'll drop him off to jail and come out there.
10-4, I got a third one pulling up here, so I may need another transport.
Beginning lodge 3704.
Bourne was confused but complied with the officer's commands to leave the immediate area. However, Griffith soon escalated the situation by arresting him anyway, claiming his actions were a safety concern. The charges brought against him were related to obstruction, as per Arkansas Code, which prohibits hindering a governmental function. Despite the situation growing more tense, it did not end there. Bourne's father, Larry, arrived shortly after and asked Griffith for the keys to the truck. When Griffith refused, tempers flared, and Larry was arrested as well, this time for disorderly conduct. Griffith explained that Larry's actions, including shouting obscenities and refusing to comply with orders, had created a safety concern, leading to his arrest. However, it appears that Larry's outburst was mainly in response to his son's arrest. Griffith's decision to arrest Sean Bourne was questionable, as it appeared that he was simply standing at a distance, not actively interfering with the officer's actions. Legal precedents, such as the 8th Circuit Court's ruling in the 2020 Chestnut v. Wallace case, suggest that citizens have the right to observe police interactions from a distance, which Bourne seemed to be doing. Therefore, it's possible that the arrest was based more on Griffith's perception of the situation than a legal violation. The situation continued to spiral when Larry, who had been taken into custody for disorderly conduct, was also accused of resisting arrest after allegedly reaching into his pocket while walking away, prompting further escalation from Deputy Griffith. The family is now reportedly considering a lawsuit against the deputy for his actions during the incident, arguing that their rights were violated and that the arrests were unjustified. If you thought that was bad, this is because you didn't know about this case where cops illegally arrested a person, so he crushed them in court. On December 8th, 2022, an altercation between Corey Drew and law enforcement officers in Cottonwood, Arizona, escalated following an ongoing dispute regarding Drew's service dog and other issues at the Thousand Trails Verde Valley campground. The conflict began when security officer Stephen Bull requested a police escort for park manager Scott Woolley to speak with Drew. Drew, upset with the campground staff, was parked in his truck when Deputy Samuel Contreras arrived and activated his emergency lights. After Deputy Contreras approached the vehicle, Drew was initially told that he was under arrest for disorderly conduct. However, Drew contested the arrest, asking if any officer had witnessed him engage in any disorderly conduct. Lieutenant Frank Barbaro intervened, stating Drew was being detained but not arrested.
So I said, I'll talk to you.
Okay, do you have any weapons in your car?
I'm not going to answer any
questions.
questions.
Okay, because this is a big difference between us taking you out or not. So you can run down the window the whole way and let us see your hands, or we're gonna rip you out of the car. Roll down the window. Okay. This isn't a we're getting to the point where this isn't a negotiation, okay?
I understand my rights. I have no office.
Okay, well, if you understand your rights, there's a Supreme Court case that says you have to get out of the car. This is a lawful traffic.
On private property?
You're stopping us. Okay,
So
do you
what
want to
am I
argue about this,
for?
or do you want to talk about why we're here?
I want to know.
Let me see
You
both
said I'm
your
under
hands.
arrest, and you said maybe. Now I'm not stopped for a traffic stop.
You're being legally detained.
Okay, to
now we're going to knock
investigate
this out.
something. To investigate something?
Yes.
Okay. What are you investigating?
Disorderly conduct.
Okay. Where? Well, I wasn't disorderly. So, what do you want to know?
What happened?
What? I mean, I have on film me just talking to him very, you know, he was not. We weren't.
So I tried to arrange a meeting. We had an incident. He got in one of my security guys' face last night. So I tried to arrange a meeting with a guy. Then he got all pissy on a text with security, even though I'd sent him an email to meet with me about his actions. So then he came up and just stormed the office. Very combative. We have a history at one of the other parks of being combative. He recorded me the whole time. I just wanted to have a professional conversation.
Describe combative. What does that mean?
Raising his voice extremely high.
Okay, so yelling?
Not listening to my side. He's recording me.
So how close was he when he was yelling at you?
Oh, within 3 feet. But he was yelling and using it as what the conversation was last night. So it wasn't like he's very intimidating. I mean, that's all I can say.
Was he cussing?
No cussing.
Okay, did he threaten you?
Just said he was going to take it to legal and corporate.
Okay. So, what are you guys wanting done?
Well, he can't really stay here.
Do you want him trespass from the property?
Yeah, he can't.
Okay. And you guys don't want him here anymore because of him violating whatever policies, rules you have?
Well, at this point, since it's got combative like this, and that it's going to escalate, and even though he didn't even respond to my email about meeting with me, and then he just came to the office.
You want him trespassed now, and you want him off the property now? Okay.
Is this your call?
No, it's
who's calling you? Yours? All right, so here's the deal. Do we have disorderly conduct?
With him, it doesn't sound like it was necessarily disorderly. He was argumentative, went into the store or whatever, and last night had gotten into an argument and gotten into a security guard's face. That was last night. Today he went in there basically doing this, argumentative, yelling, screaming.
He was yelling and screaming.
No profanities, no threats. He was about 3 feet away from the guy the whole time. No,
like if you look at the disorderly conduct statute, I mean, does this guy fit the statute?
This confusion arose from the officer's lack of direct observation of Drew's behavior, which did not seem to justify the criminal charge. Disorderly conduct, as per Arizona law, includes disruptive behavior, unreasonable noise, or actions likely to provoke immediate retaliation. However, no evidence supported that Drew's conduct met this definition. As the situation escalated, Drew repeatedly refused to exit his vehicle, asserting his right not to comply without cause. The officers then charged Drew with resisting arrest, failure to comply, and failure to provide identification, which led to further complications. Resisting arrest in Arizona law can be defined as using or threatening physical force, or even passive resistance, which Drew's actions, refusal to leave his truck, could be interpreted as.
So he has no rights to be here.
Okay.
At all.
So how long does he...
He doesn't lease the site, there's no tenant-landlord agreement or nothing.
So he doesn't fill out any rental agreements or anything like that?
No rental agreements at all. It's a right to use contract. I even put all of our rules in here related to the issue last night, and all of our membership rules. And one of them is being disruptive. We're not abusive or disruptive behavior. That's one of them.
However, because the officers had not attempted an actual arrest, Drew argued that no grounds existed for the charges, especially as they later clarified he was only being detained, not arrested. The charge for failure to comply with a police officer stemmed from Drew's refusal to follow the officer's instructions. Arizona law requires individuals to comply with lawful orders, but it is questionable whether the officer's instructions in this case were lawful since Drew was not engaged in a criminal act. However, this next case unfolds a massive lawsuit in the making. On July 6, 2022, deputies from the Cook County Sheriff's Office responded to a call regarding an individual allegedly taking pictures of houses in Northbrook, Illinois. The first deputy to arrive on the scene was Deputy Hamilton, who encountered a man, later identified as Daryl Baker, walking near the intersection of Walnut Circle and Cottonwood Road. Deputy Hamilton approached Mr. Baker and initiated a conversation. The interaction was captured on the deputy's body camera. The officer questioned Mr. Baker about why he was walking in the neighborhood, to which Baker responded that he was simply walking through and had no obligation to explain himself. As the conversation continued, it became clear that Mr. Baker did not want to engage with the deputy and expressed frustration with being followed. He repeatedly stated that he had done nothing wrong and accused Deputy Hamilton of harassment. As the situation escalated, Mr. Baker told the officer that following him was harassment, claiming that he was simply walking through the neighborhood as he pleased. The deputy insisted on following Mr. Baker, which only heightened the tension.
Because I want to see if you lost anything.
What?
I want to see if you lost anything. You okay?
I want to see that for.
Because I had got a couple calls says you was wandering around here.
And I can't wander.
Yes, you can.
It's a crime for wandering.
I never said it. You're saying it's a crime for wandering.
So what's the problem?
Well, people are concerned that you here.
What people is concerned? What that got to do with me? It's a problem.
Yes, it might be a problem. People are concerned about you. They want to know
about these people.
Okay, but they want to know why you're in the neighborhood.
Why they don't need to know why I'm in the neighborhood. I'm in the neighborhood because I feel like I'm being in the neighborhood.
So you just feel like being in the neighborhood?
I just feel like being in the neighborhood.
So you just feel like, wandering?
I just feel like walking through the neighborhood. Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
Okay,
I
just
can't walk through black. You black like me.
I know I'm going to walk with you.
So
we going to walk. We walking together, right?
I can't walk. What you mean?
I didn't say you can't walk.
Why you harassing me, bro?
How I'm harassing you?
Because you walk. I don't even know you first and foremost. And you just hopped out of your car asking me why am I walking through. I'm on camera, bro. The whole time I've been out here, I'm on camera.
You on camera too?
Walking through the neighborhood. So what's the problem?
I'm walking with you.
You don't gotta walk with me.
Yes, I do.
Why?
Why? You said we just walking, right?
I'm just walking.
And I'm walking too.
Why I can't walk by myself? What's the problem?
Can I ask you what's the
because I feel like it.
And I feel like walking with you.
You can't. So
I cannot walk with you.
Back in your truck, bro.
No,
you black, bro. You know what's going on. These on some bullshit from people. Give a down, but I look like a robber because I'm black. I like a robber because I'm black. Now I'm being harassed.
Okay,
you fucking up my day. Your supervisor told you gotta walk. That's why you're doing what you're doing. And you're not even doing it because that's what you want to do. Because you're supervisor. And I'm in a rich neighborhood.
Because my supervisor knows people call about you.
I'm rich.
And that's fine.
I live in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So why are you following me?
You live in the neighborhood. What's your name then?
It doesn't matter. I don't have to tell you my name.
Okay, now, come on. We can stand here and just look at each other.
What you mean? I don't want you walking with me. You harassing me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
I don't want you walking with me.
And these people don't want you.
I didn't do nothing wrong. What the f is the problem?
Because I'm trying to figure out why are you from
Because I want to.
Okay, now I can walk.
You don't have to walk with me though. I want to walk in the neighborhood.
You said I don't have to, but I can.
Because I feel like walking.
And I feel like walking with you. Since you want to curse, I can curse too.
That's harassing.
Nah, it's harassing with you. I tell this guy just walk with harassing.
Do, bro.
I am doing what I'm doing.
Thank you.
I'm doing what I'm doing,
bro. You ain't gotta follow me. Why is you following me though?
I'm doing what I'm doing. You just said I don't have to, but I can. That's two different things like you.
Serious?
You don't have to, but you can, right?
Why are you following me?
I said I can walk with you. I can walk. I can walk too.
You're telling you can't walk with me.
Okay, fine. I just walk beside you. I just won't be with you, huh?
Yo, you harassing me, bro.
Now I'm harassing you.
Getting harassed by a black cop in a white neighborhood.
I'm trying to figure out why are you here?
Because I want to be here.
And I can walk with you because I want to be here. Yeah, I can. I can. Yes, I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't walk with me because you fucking want to walk with me. I know my fucking rights. Call your fucking supervisor.
Okay, I'll call him. No.
What you talking about?
Or
hey, talking about
A236, A235. You know, Cottonwood and Walnut Circle.
13 County, I'm close. Be there in about 5 minutes.
You ain't gonna buy me a house. You gonna buy my daughter.
You want to speak to my supervisor?
You're harassing me.
You say you want to speak to
my harassing me.
My supervisor's on his way too.
You're harassing me. I've been fucking cameraed up since I came in this neighborhood. camera. Get off my.
Okay.
Get off my.
Okay.
What is you following me for? Because I'm in this neighborhood. My morning though.
It's afternoon now, sir.
Yo, stop following me, bro.
I'm letting my supervisor come. You said speak to my supervisor.
So go to your truck.
I don't have to go to my truck.
I'm not valet. I'm not on nobody.
You're totally right. I agree with you.
Is you following me
You asked
though?
my supervisor.
Why?
You asked my
No,
supervisor,
I
right?
didn't. Bye.
Yes, you did.
Bye.
Record your camera.
Bye.
Yes, your supervisor. No.
Bye. Stop following me.
Sir,
Stop
I don't
following
have to
me.
go to my truck.
Stop following me.
I don't have to go to my truck.
Stop following me. You don't gotta follow me. That's harassment.
Mr. Baker mentioned that he was from New York and was an independent contractor, further asserting that he had every right to be there. At this point, Sergeant Janulis, Deputy Hamilton's supervisor, arrived on the scene. He asked Mr. Baker to provide identification, which Baker refused to do, stating that he had not committed a crime. Tensions continued to rise as Deputy Hamilton and Sergeant Janulis persisted in demanding identification from Mr. Baker, despite his insistence that he had done nothing wrong. The deputies' behavior escalated, with Mr. Baker accusing them of racial profiling, as he believed the suspicion of his actions was rooted in him being black in a predominantly white neighborhood. Sergeant Janulis then informed Mr. Baker that he was being detained, citing Section 107-14 of the Illinois Code of Criminal Procedure.
Got it. Know my f***ing rights.
Yeah, I need your ID.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I do. You're not leaving. Stay right here.
What you mean I ain't leaving?
You're not leaving.
Why? I ain't do nothing.
I still need to
I didn't
identify
do
you.
nothing. I didn't do nothing.
I don't care.
I didn't do
I still need
nothing.
to say who you
I didn't
are.
do nothing. Why you got your hand on your gun? I'm unarmed. It's two of y'all.
Right
Why the f you got your hand on your gun?
I don't.
I'm unarmed.
It's on top.
I'm unarmed.
You see the
All I'm
safety on?
doing is walking.
right.
You want to buy my daughter one of these houses? Do you want to buy my daughter one of these f***ing houses? Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Who you
Yes,
are.
you do. You don't need to know who I am.
Right.
I ain't
Do me a
committed no
favor. Turn
crime.
around.
My name Daryl Baker.
Okay, Daryl Baker.
What's up?
What's your date of birth?
The f is you talking about?
I'm not talking about anything. I'm right here, man. I'm right
County
here.
does.
Stop moving.
Why is y'all?
Stop moving.
Listen, I don't gotta stop moving.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Why is you
I'm
detaining
telling
me?
you.
For what?
Stop.
For what?
Stop.
For what?
Stop.
For what? Man, don't touch me no more, bro. For what? I don't gotta stop moving. No, I don't. No, I don't. What crime did I commit?
I'm not saying you committed.
All right, so why am I stopping? Why am I detained? All I'm doing is walking through the neighborhood.
Okay.
That's it.
Now I just need to make sure that you're clear.
Listen, man. Listen, man. Get the out of my face. That's what you do. You get the out of my face.
I'm not getting out of your face. I'm right here, my man.
But Mr. Baker.
Listen, man. Why is y'all harassing me?
Mr. Baker, he told you why he called.
Hey, I don't care. That don't got nothing to do with me.
Yes,
I
it
can't
do,
walk
Mr.
through a
Baker.
f***ing neighborhood.
Baker, he
I
told you.
can't walk through a f***ing neighborhood.
You always walking along through
That's
the
all I'm doing. I'm not driving. I'm walking
Okay.
through a f***ing neighborhood.
So then what's the problem with telling us who you
Run
are?
your f***ing name.
What's the
I
problem
do
with
the
telling
f*** I want to do.
Okay.
I'm a free man. I do what the f*** I want to do. And I ain't f***ing scared of you.
Okay.
Or going to jail.
That's fine.
So get the f*** out of my
No,
face.
I'm not gonna get out of your face.
Run the f***,
Right here.
run the f***ing name. Because you a cat white boy. That's what you want to be.
That's fine. You think how you want.
Can I get some space?
No, you can't.
Man, you better get the f***. Yo,
Stop.
yo, run my name. Don't
Mr.
touch
Baker.
me.
Mr. Baker.
Run my
stop.
name.
Stop.
Don't
Mr.
touch me.
Baker.
Why is you about to touch me?
Mr. Baker.
Why is he about to touch me?
Mr. Baker.
What you want to do? Shoot me?
No, I don't.
That's you want to do? That's you want to do?
I just want to know why
That's
you're
you
here.
want to do because I feel like it.
Okay.
That's why the f I'm here.
Okay.
What's cracking?
Nothing's cracking, my man.
So why the f is you in my face?
I'm not in your
Run the
face.
f name and keep it moving.
I need to make sure that
Run
you're
the
good.
f name and get in that car.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Run my name and get in your car.
I'm gonna wait for another officer to get
Run
in
your
car.
name and get in your car.
You're not gonna dictate what I do. All right.
Yo, man.
Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker.
Yo, I'm trying to keep it moving like I've been
Mr.
doing.
Baker. Stop.
Why are you
Stop
touching
moving.
me, bro?
Stop.
Why are you touching me?
Stop moving.
Why is he touching
Mr.
me?
Baker, you need to
Why
stop,
are you
please.
Stop.
look?
Mr. Baker.
Why is he
Stop
touching me?
Mr. Baker.
Stop touching me.
Stop moving.
His name is see his name?
Stop moving.
See his name?
All right.
See this f***ing name?
Stop moving.
Why are you touching me?
Stop moving.
Why are you touching me,
moving.
bro?
Stop.
I don't gotta stop moving. I'm not detained. Am I detained?
Right now you are being.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Run my f***ing name.
You need to calm
I'm
down.
not
Calm
being
down.
detained.
Yes, you are being detained.
However, Mr. Baker continued to resist, asking why he was being detained without committing any crime. At no point during the encounter was Mr. Baker formally arrested, but the deputies insisted on further questioning and following him. the situation raises several legal issues regarding the reasonable suspicion required for police to detain an individual. Under Illinois law, officers must have a reasonable suspicion that a person is engaged in criminal activity to justify a detention. In the 2011 case of Jones v. Clark, the Seventh Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that it is not a crime to take pictures in public, even in a predominantly white community. But hold on your seats because this next case is more shocking than the others. On November 21, 2023, Michelle Allen Gregory, Vice President of the New York Coalition for Open Government, attended a New Haven Town Board meeting in Osgo, New York. During the meeting, the board moved into an executive session, and Ms. Allen Gregory questioned whether minutes would be taken. Town Supervisor Dan Barney, who had previously been listed on the coalition's naughty list for government transparency, asked her to leave the meeting. However, Ms. Allen Gregory refused. Supervisor Barney issued a second warning, but Ms. Allen Gregory stood firm, stating that she was simply requesting transparency. Tensions escalated when the supervisor called the police. Deputy Caitlin Gregory from the Awo County Sheriff's Office responded to the call, and the interaction was captured on body camera footage.
Hello. Hey, Supervisor Barney. How you doing, sir? Hi.
Hi, good, how are you?
We had a situation where we had a person disrupted our meeting. I issued a warning. Okay. And upon the second incident, asked her to leave. She refused to leave. No physical altercation or anything like that occurred. Our security officer here walked over and asked her to please leave. She refused several times. So we want her out. Now, you know, she's got some friends here that are refusing to leave too. Okay. We're done with our meeting. Okay. And it's time for people to go.
Okay, where's
This is her here. Not sure what name she's going by tonight. She likes Jane Public, Michelle Allen.
Okay. You leaving, ma'am?
Yeah, I was told I had to wait because the police were being called on me.
Okay, cool. All right, so you have friends with you too? Who's your friends, you guys? Okay, all right, well, let's just have you guys
He told me I had to leave a public meeting, and then he said he called the cops, so I was waiting for the police to come so I would not be physically removed.
Shut. I got you.
Because I'm allowed to speak at a public meeting.
Okay.
Are you with her, man?
Yes, thank you. Public resources.
So,
you want her
if we,
not back?
if I want to have her arrested, can I do that?
No, you cannot.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's obstructing governmental administration. This has been going on for an extended period of time, like 2.5 years. So, that's where we're at.
All right.
I've talked to Don Hilton about this.
Do you have your ID on you?
I do, and I don't have to provide it. It's a Fourth Amendment right.
No, you are being investigated, so yes, you do
For
have to
what
identify
crime
yourself.
am I being committed?
Okay,
Just
so
right
if we're talking about
governmental obstruction,
OGA,
because I spoke out at a public meeting.
I'm not here to argue about the reasons why you're being charged with that, so we're going to investigate it.
Okay.
And so for that,
Well,
we're
what
going to need your
crime am I
identification.
being suspected
You don't
of?
have to commit a crime to be investigated, right?
In order to provide my ID,
You have to be investigated.
Yes, you have to.
You have to be
a crime that
investigated.
you're
Nope,
investigating.
you have to be investigated. Doesn't have to be a crime.
I'm not providing my ID.
You have to.
I don't.
You will provide your ID.
Or what?
Or you're going to be placed in custody.
For what?
For OGA.
Which
You'll have a
is-
second charge for that.
Okay, I would suggest you not do this and you call a supervisor.
I would love to call my supervisor.
I would
Why
love
don't you go
that.
ahead and get Pretori on the phone?
I already have a couple attorneys on the phone as well.
That's fine.
And because I spoke out at a public meeting, you're trying to arrest me for.
Failing to provide your
Can I see
identification.
No. What I'm being charged for.
No, you're not being charged with anything yet.
Well, you have
We're
to.
investigating.
If I don't provide my ID,
I
have
understand
to-
what you just said to me, that you said that you have to be given a charge to provide your identification. I'm telling you that's wrong.
Okay, I disagree.
All you need is, it's not about disagreement.
Okay.
That's the facts.
I know my rights.
You obviously don't.
Gregory would like to speak to you.
Okay.
No, she wants a supervisor, so.
Actually, we have a lady here that would love to speak to you. Hold on 1 second.
No, I'm requesting a supervisor be present.
Preacher, are you able to come down here?
Deputy Gregory calmly explained that Ms. Allen Gregory had been asked to leave the meeting and had refused, prompting the call for law enforcement assistance. Deputy Gregory attempted to explain that Ms. Allen Gregory's refusal to leave could be classified as obstructing governmental administration, a charge under New York penal law. She also claimed that the refusal to provide identification would result in an additional charge for obstruction. Ms. Allen Gregory argued that she was not required to provide her ID unless a crime had been committed. The deputy insisted that she could face arrest for obstruction if she did not comply.
Can I see what he's trying to charge me for?
So what's going on is a long, drawn-out interruption that's gone on over about 2.5 years, okay?
For requesting public documents, which is for an open meeting law.
Every meeting, but if you speak out during a public meeting, you get a warning, and if you speak out again, we can ask you to remove yourself. And that's what we did tonight. We're very polite. There's no physical, nothing. Herb didn't grab onto her or nothing like that.
He did. He did put his arm on me. He most certainly did.
Put my hand on.
He did put his hand on me.
I've talked to Don about this a while back. One night when she pushed her way into my office and yelled out.
I recorded it. It's all recorded.
Yelled out that she was a member of the press when Randy Pellis.
I am a member of the press.
Conversation with me.
I am a member of the press.
So,
Irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. That's
Not
open
to me.
government and freedom of
It's not to me,
information
because
law.
right now you're committing a violation with me.
Can I see what he's trying to
No,
charge
I'm asking
me?
you for your identification.
I don't have to provide it unless I'm being
Investigated.
reasonably...
Say it with me. Investigated.
No, it's not just investigation.
Yes, it is. It's
No, ma'am, it's
investigation.
not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
100% it
We'll
is.
debate that in court then.
That's fine, but you're still
Okay.
going to have to provide your documentation because you're going to be arrested for it.
Okay.
So that's.
For what am I being...
I'm not going to keep saying the
Can
same thing
I
over and over
please
again.
see the statute that he's trying to quote to me? The document that he's handing me? That he's
know
quoting
what
to me, can I please see that?
That's going to be separate from what I'm charging
Can
you with.
I please see what he is...
Did you see him going in there trying to get it? But I'm telling you, now you're going to have 2 different charges for it.
You can charge me with whatever you think you should.
Okay?
Okay.
All set.
So these are local policies. These are local rules of decorum, which are not a statute. These are not a legal statute.
I don't
These are-
think he said that this was a statute. These are just other documents he had in his hand
What
when he was
is the
explaining.
what is the legal statute for this? This is a local policy.
You're looking for the statute of obstructing governmental administration.
Whatever he's accusing me of, I would like to see that statute.
The authority falls within the town board. We have the authority to make local laws.
Yeah, I'm not-
We made one
This
earlier
is not a
year.
local law.
That's
This is
it.
policy.
She
I'm not
violated it.
questioning that.
We're asking you to do it.
I'm not questioning it, to
This
be
is
honest
a
with
policy.
you. So, listen, you
Not
said
a
you know
law.
your rights, so I mean,
This is a policy.
that has nothing to do with what I'm going to be arresting you
I'm
for.
asking for the statute of what
I
you're
don't
saying
have
it's
the
obstruction of
statute.
justice,
You know
correct?
what? You got your phone?
Can I ask, can you,
I'm gonna have you look it up, because I don't have it on me.
what statute am I being arrested for?
Obstructing
Obstructed
governmental administration.
Can I see that statute?
Yes, do you want to pull up your phone?
I would rather not. I think
Well,
that you're
then there you go.
supposed to provide that.
No, I don't have a law book in my back pocket. I do, but I don't use it for work use, okay? Because then it gets subpoenaed, and I don't want that. But it's free information that everyone has on the internet.
Okay.
Okay? Otherwise, you'll have to wait until we process the arrest.
Okay. Such a waste of money.
It's kind of a waste of time. All you have to do is
It is.
give us your ID.
I don't have to give you that because I have not reasonably committed a crime. There is no reasonable suspicion that I have committed a crime.
We ask for people's identification just simply if they need to be checked on, simply if we are just
And
encountering
I
them.
don't wish to waive my Fourth Amendment right for that.
Okay.
There's an order at this, I'm just saying.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Are they involved with that as well?
Nothing more than just refusing to leave after a meeting was over. Normally we send people out the door. I guess she's still here. I don't know. No, you refusing to
Witnessing.
leave?
Yeah. No, they're I'm here with me. I'm staying until she's safe.
So I guess they're...
Despite being told she was under investigation for obstruction, Ms. Allen Gregory questioned the legality of the demands being made by Deputy Gregory. She maintained that she had the right to remain in the meeting and refused to provide her identification. This led to a back and forth where Deputy Gregory cited legal provisions for her actions, but Ms. Allen Gregory remained adamant about her constitutional rights. At one point, Deputy Gregory made it clear that if Ms. Allen Gregory refused to provide her ID, she could face additional charges. However, Ms. Allen Gregory continued to challenge the deputy's reasoning, asserting that the charges were not valid and that the situation was a violation of her rights. Deputy Gregory also noted that if Ms. Allen Gregory refused to leave the premises, she could be charged with trespassing. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this.